Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Pastor Darrell from the Quest in Galesburg. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Want to kind of pick up on a similar vein to what I was talking about yesterday. Yesterday, just let me remind you real quick, I was talking about should we give to every person we see out panhandling, asking for help, whatever. I received another message in response, and somebody said to me, I can't quote it exactly, but something to the effect of, well, that's why I never give to any of these people. That's not what I was meaning to imply at all. There are tremendous blessings that come to those who are mindful and thoughtful of the generous people. I was just simply saying not to be taken advantage of and to take your seed and waste it somewhere where God has only given you so much seed to use, and you're responsible for how you use it. I want to pick up on that thought, though, of not giving to anybody. Let's see what the word says. I mean, there's so many things. If you notice, I titled this The Blessing Number One. I'm going to talk about this several times in the coming weeks. Psalm 41 begins this way. It said, "Blessed is the man who has regard for the weak. The Lord delivers him in times of trouble. The Lord will protect him and preserve his life. And he will bless him in the land, and he will not surrender him to the desire of his foes. The Lord will sustain him on his sickbed." And I could go on, and I would encourage you to read Psalm 41. There's so many others that talk about what the blessings of God are. I've said this many times. I believe that God does want to prosper his people. I believe that we are God's blessed and God's called, and he takes care of us. But I believe so many times we have misunderstood the blessing. It doesn't mean that we're all going to become millionaires, but God has promised blessing. He says to us, when we are mindful of those who are weak, when we're mindful to those who are struggling, we're mindful to those who are hurting and those who need help. He says that when we are mindful of them and we take care of them, let's call it what it is. We're doing the work of Christ. Christ came for those people. God says that when we do those things, he will bless us. He says he will protect us. He says he will sustain us. He says he will refresh us. He says he will take care of us on our sick bed. He says he will not allow us to be surrendered into the hands of those who want to devour us. And I can go on, and the psalmist wrote about it in Psalm 41. We need to quit looking for a monetary gain every time we give to the church or we give to the poor. I'm not saying God won't do those things, but God has given so many other aspects of the blessing to us that he's going to provide for our health. He's going to prepare for a sound mind. He's going to give us strength. He's going to protect us from the enemy. He's going to give us so many blessings. I like to call it this way. I preached a sermon a couple of years ago called the umbrella blessing. God has placed his people under an umbrella, and it may be storming all around you, but we're under that umbrella, safe and secure, not just because we call him Lord, but because we are also allowing Christ to work through us. As you allow Christ to work through you, that's where the blessing comes in. It's not just in how much you give in the offering pan. It's, are you doing the work of Christ? I'll pick back up again on this thought tomorrow, but for today, I'm going to call it an end. Hey, Kim, good to see you. You have a great day today. We'll see you tomorrow.